Hey guys, I'm Top Gun.
And I'm Lunchbox.
And we're
Toys to Mint. Here today we have the Amazing Spider-Man Marvel Select figure. It's pretty impressive. The costume on this suit, or on this figure, is just amazing. The detail in it's pretty great. As you can see, the articulation in the joints is strong enough that it will actually hold him up on this wall. There's nothing holding him other than his feet. So you can lean him completely off the wall and he's going to stand up, which is pretty cool. Most figures nowadays, you're lucky if the knees hold up long enough for you to bend them back once or twice.
Right.
I'm going to get this guy off the wall here.
There you see, he's definitely not going to be falling off that wall.
Yeah, not anytime soon.
Right.
Or of his own power. Again, here you can see having a little bit of trouble bending the knees. Just because he's
fresh out of the box. Yeah.
This is brand new, just opened. As you can see, he is extremely articulated at his shoulder, also his bicep, his elbow, his wrist, and his forearm turns.
Yep, very nice.
Excellent detail on the suit. As you know, if you've seen The Amazing Spider-Man, the suit varies from the classic Spider-Man. Excellent figure, though. The hands actually interchange as well, so you can actually put this fist on him instead, and the fist on this is also articulated at the wrist, which makes for, a couple different things you can do with him. You can make, one hand look like he's web swinging or what have you. But one thing I want to point out, too, on this figure is the texture. Most of the other selects, are pretty smooth or anything like that, but if you pay attention in the movie, his suit had more of a
rough texture to it.
Yeah, kind of like scaly almost.
Yeah, it did.
And that's cool that they translated it into this figure. And also, too, his thighs are articulated. The knees, like I said, pretty tough.
And let's not forget this joint right here. This is an articulation point that Marvel Select has, rarely put on their figures.
Yeah, this torso right here is pretty good. Maybe stretch him back a little bit. There's not a whole lot of movement there,
but it's still there.
Exactly, that's the main thing. And no, they do such a good job with these figures. You move him up, and the lines are still perfect on his suit.
Yeah, very nice.
Excellent detail on the spider on the back with the long legs coming from the Amazing Spider-Man movie, and also the shoes here. It almost looked more or less like they were just tennis shoes that he had just covered with his suit fabric.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what they went for here on the back. You see you have the blue heel.
Yeah.
Which was, a pretty cool thing. And his legs are articulated at the calf as well. And the feet do bend up and down.
Very articulated.
Yeah, very, very good. We actually opened this figure about 20 minutes ago. We've kind of just been sitting here, messing around with it since then. It's pretty awesome. Very few figures have I seen like this that will actually, have this much articulation or really get me this excited about Marvel Select figures.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they always do a great paint sculpt and things, but to see an articulation like this is, it makes me pretty happy to see what's coming in the future because they, let's talk about earlier. We opened a Punisher we was going to do from the earlier lines.
Yeah.
Very, very dissatisfied about the articulation points and things on that figure. Elbows didn't even have a joint,
Yeah, there was no articulation in the elbows. Actually, there's nothing in the arms except for the
swivel.
The shoulders.
Right?
Yeah, that's
swivel.
it. The fist here, as you can see on there, looks pretty good. That way he's not looking like he's web swinging with both hands, which is pretty cool if he is, so I'd probably just leave it that way. Another excellent figure from Diamond Select. And this is probably one of my favorites. I have the unmasked version of this, and I'm actually considering opening that. I was going to keep it in the box, maybe, it's kind of a collector's thing, but if I find another one, I may have to go ahead and open one, because this much detail and it's hard to pass up.
Agreed.
Especially when the unmasked one, you can actually see his web shooters, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this suit is my favorite by far as far as the movies go, which
Oh, definitely an awesome.
It's
It
not
looks
really-
so good too. You know, it just looked good on the big picture.
oh yeah, and it's also not very fair to lump Amazing Spider-Man in with the Tobey Maguire tragedies,
Of course not.
but still,
Yeah, that was a joke.
yeah.
So
But you know, first live action Spider-Man, who's not going to watch it? So
yeah, you're right. But you know what though, this I just love the textures and things they added on this figure, and you know the articulation speaks for itself. Not many Marvel selects out there with this kind of articulation, but I definitely like the route they were going with it.
yeah, it's definitely amazing. I guess that's why he's Amazing Spider-Man.
This is amazing.
But I mean, you know, full articulation. The head, you can spin it completely around. I mean, it's a solid figure. It's definitely hard to beat if it can be beaten. There's a whole lot you could say about this, but we really don't have that much time.
Yep, you're right.
But it's pretty good. Like I said, the knees really are, you know, really impressive to me. Actually, the fact that they are that strong that they will hold him up vertically on that wall with no support coming from anything else. Which just makes it cool. Also, that on his little set piece here, you can see obviously that, you know, it's the outside of a building in New York, air conditioner, you know, hanging out the window. But on the back, they have a little thing here you can hang him on the wall. So you hang him on the wall, and then you stick him up. He's going to hang there perfectly by himself.
Yeah, it's very cool.
He doesn't need any help with it. But that is our figure review on the Amazing Spider-Man figure, the masked version. And that is what we have for you guys today. And we will have plenty more for you coming up soon.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As for Top Gun,
And Lunchbox.
out.